The older son really seemed to be in touch with what was going on in the household. And it was really what he had to say that really brought home us believing that it was something that she had found out.
Convicted of
Hello.
Nancy received a mandatory life sentence. But in a surprise ruling 8 months later, the judge reduced her conviction to second-degree murder.
The judge was willing to reduce the verdict and to insult the jury, in essence, to say they didn't really, they really can't.
Hi, Miss Kitty. Hello, Miss Bambi. I was listening to Abe's stream last night, and where Katie said to Isaac, "Why are you going after me?" He said, "Because you called on somebody's kids." First of all, she didn't call on his kids, so who cares? Hey, Big Ange. Hey, Tin's Angel. Hey, Be Happy. Second of all, he told people to call my son's school and say I was on fentanyl. And had they believed any of the shit that he was telling people to do to me about my son, they would have taken my son away from me. So why does he have the right to go after Katie because she might have called on somebody else? What the hell are you talking about, Willis? We got some dumbasses on YouTube. Come on, you guys. You didn't see that interview or whatever it was? That was the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. He said, "When did I ever hit my wife?" And Katie said, "When she's done an interview." My wife's never done an interview. What she should have said is, when your wife came on YouTube crying about it, how you convince people that she's crazy, how you use your children against her when she tries to fight back. That's what should have been said. That's how you know that that was not getting the truth out in no way, shape, or form last night. He's the biggest hypocrite on YouTube. He's not God. He has no reason to get involved in anybody's fight on YouTube unless he's in it. So even if she called on 100 people, it's none of his business. It has nothing to do with his community. There you go, Miss Lola. I watched Abe's stream last night, Pitbull, today. And I was listening to what Katie was saying to Isaac, and he was like, "When did I ever hit my wife?" Boy, sort of like my husband did with Isaac. "No, I've never hit her." And everybody's like, "Oh my God, she's lying." Why? Because he said no? You stupid. There's a bunch of dumbasses on YouTube. I gotta say that much. Because he didn't care when he told people to lie and say I was having sex on my son. And what it would have done if people would have believed that bullshit, they would have took my son away from me, and he would have been raised with strangers and probably would have abused him. He didn't care. And nobody called him out on that shit. You understand that? Nobody called him out on that shit. Backpedaling like a motherfucker, bro. He's stupid. He's dumb. Hey, Ron. The one he had last night by you, babe. I went and listened to it today to get my own intake. And what I came up with, he actually believes what comes out of his mouth. So that means the people that follow him actually believe what comes out of his mouth. Because you have to believe it to fool that many people of the lies that you tell. You have to. You have to believe that bullshit. It's okay when he tells his people to call people and have their kids try to be taken away. It's okay that he does that. But if another community does it, he's got to step up and he's got to be Captain Save-A-Ho. Get out of here. He doesn't give two shits who she called on. He don't care. He don't care about her. He's a dumbass. And you know what? Abe should have kicked that whole live stream down last night. That was the biggest bullshit cover-up I've ever seen in my life. Talking all nice. When did I ever do that? Okay, well, let's use you guys. He did a video today bashing his landlord. But wait a minute. Wasn't his landlord great when he let him move in? Wasn't his landlord great when he did all these great repairs? Wasn't his landlord great when he didn't owe his landlord money? So that's how it works with him. It's all great as long as he is not affected by what he does. Meaning, If you paid rent, your landlord wouldn't be on your ass. So why are you blasting him, calling him a drug dealer? Everybody's a drug dealer or a pedo every time something is not done his way. You know why? Because for years and years and years, people have done that. They have demeaned people by character assassinating them with the nastiest shit they could find on them. And he does that every single day on YouTube. So I'm going to ask, I don't care if there's 50 people in here or 5,000 people in here. What local dummies believe that bullshit coming out of his mouth? And shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. I'm a small channel, and he's come after me for years. And you're going to say that Mike and Keemstar are best friends, and Keemstar didn't say you talked to him. Bitch, Keemstar lies too. I ain't done a damn thing to Keemstar, but he had to get something in there about my leg, right? I like to watch Footloose. My foot wasn't loose, it's gone. So that goes to show you he's not too intelligent anyways.
In the spring of 2005, she met.
Because I was on my own stream doing it. That's why. I'm not going to talk to Isaac. The time I see Isaac, he'll be in a courtroom. But you guys already know that we go live every single day and point out these things and nobody cares. I think they like stupidity. They like people to be screwed up. The more screwed up you are on YouTube, the more people watch you. The more miserable you are, people watch you. They don't want people that tell the truth. They don't want people that are happy-go-lucky. They want miserable, lying-ass people on YouTube. Plain and simple.
A security officer for Toronto Scope Transit.
Exactly. Always about that, too. He character assassinates everybody in his life. And what everybody don't realize, the first thing abuser does is keeps the woman away from her family so that they will not see the marks, so they will not rescue her from the abuser. That's the first thing they do, is isolate you from family and friends so that everything you say and do to her will never be out there. But see, they got two, they're so dumb. And I read that thing with DSS today too. Yeah, I don't have a dog in that fucking fight, but I have a dog in this fight. And I'm telling people right here on my stream, as I did last night, why should I go over there? I've been saying it from day one. It's always okay when they do it to me. It's always okay when they do it to my people. Oh, did you notice that? She got credit for not going after his mods. He said, I'm proud of you. Nobody's ever done that. I've never gone after his mods. I've never made a file on his mods and looked at their backgrounds and told them if they didn't leave Isaac, I was gonna crucify them. No, bitch, I've never done that. So you better get your facts straight.
As for Nikki's needs, that was where Ashley came in.
She's not getting.
Here we go with this bullshit. Here. Yeah, thank you. See, Lola's in here. You guys gotta start slapping these bitches. I don't want that stuff in here I can't read. If I can't read it, it don't need to be in here. He once called Katie out for drinking. What about his pot smoking? What about hitting your wife while she's holding the baby and giving her a bloody nose over a charger? I read the complaint, you guys. You can't sue somebody because these are certain things that you have to follow. When they came to my house, when all those people called and said that I was abusing methamphetamine, I need to take a drug test, I came out of my room with all my medication and I said, let's go right now. Let's go right now. And I had to piss in front of another lady I'd never seen in my life. I'm talking about she's in the stall with me. You do what these people tell you to do, and they leave you alone. If you don't do what is according to the state, then yes, you take a chance of losing your children. And he's no different than anybody else. Because had I not wanted to do what they told me I needed to do, they would have took my son out too, until I would have complied. And that's just how it is. And he don't like it, because he was fed a spoon of his own medicine. You follow the law. You are no different. You are no different. You're not above the law, and you can't pay the law. So go to hell. You make fun of handicapped people, but you get mad at me when I say retard. But you can say retard. I point things out on Twitter, I'm the bad guy. But you can point out anything you want to, and you're the good guy. Nobody ever said that we needed anybody like that fat bastard to tell us what we can say and can't say on YouTube. He is not going to censor my life. I will not ever bow down to that man. And y'all should be ashamed of yourself for even watching that dumb shit. He refused to take a drug test. Absolutely right. And had I refused, I would have lost my son too. But I had nothing to hide, did he? Because you can go buy all these cover-ups and drink them and all kinds of shit. So how do you know he wasn't dirty when they came? How do you know he wasn't dirty?
She was always on pins and heels because of that.
She would collapse and go heave in tears and saying, you know, Dennis is so mean to me, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Nah, I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. You cannot smoke in front of your kids. I don't care if you got a license or not. You got a license to drive, but you still can't kill motherfuckers because you feel like it because they pulled out in front of you. So you don't have a license to make your kids potheads. I'm sorry. Period. End of story. And had I had a license, you guys, and the roles were reversed, he would have called on me and said I was giving my son pot. But it's okay when he says it, because he's the master of doom. He's the master of bullshit. He can go mash his taters and put some gravy on that bitch, because the state pays for that too. He can kiss my ass. How about that? He can kiss the whole ass. He can make fun of me to the day he dies. But I am telling the truth, and he knows it. Whether he wants to admit it or not, he don't want people like me. Go ahead, Miss Lola, block their ass. He don't want people like me. No. That's why he never went head-to-head with me like that. He want to scream and call me nasty names, call my dad nasty names, call my dog nasty names. No, he didn't want to go head-to-head with me on that one, because he would have never won. He would have never won. Hey, kiss my ass, bro. That's all there is to it. Because what I was accused of doing to the Green family, they were doing to me behind the scenes for years. They've called on me for years behind the scenes when they used to get mad at me when I was friends with them. So because I said it on YouTube, I'm the bad guy, right? So it's not good to pay back somebody for what they did, but the roles were reversed. I was doing it because of the conditions that they were living in. They did it because they were mad at me, like you do to people. Not because you want them kids to live better lives. You want them to live in a clean environment, but because you're pissed off at the parent. That's why you use the kids against them, bitch. Shut up. Shut up. You're stupid. Shut the hell up. I never would have went on that damn shit show. That was a damn shit show. I got my own damn platform to scream and holler on. I don't have to go on nobody else's. He basically tell her he didn't do it. Yep. Basically, that was it, Big Ange. Yep. But it was okay when he called on Savage, though. It was okay when he called Savage's son. But when she did something to Savage, he jumped in it. Why is that? Why is that? Because you and Savage came up with this elaborate scheme together because you hated her too. And you went after her husband's job and everything. So for her to run to you was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I would never run to you to do nothing for me. And you didn't like that. You weren't running this show. Ho. Even when I went back in the videos, you tried to run my show. That wasn't happening, Captain. You don't run shit over here. You don't like that. You don't run shit over here. And you don't run shit up in here. So I don't know what you're talking about. When you go to hire somebody, you look at their credentials. Okay? You look at they're good at what they do. Have they done it before? And what was the outcome of it? You're going to hire some dumbass that ain't never won shit. That has done the dirtiest and the most deceiving shit I've ever seen in my lifetime. And always loses. Hasn't done anything that he's told people he's done. You're going to hire him to help you? That doesn't make any sense to me. Why couldn't you do it yourself? Why would you go get him? He should be busy trying to enjoy his children's life while they're young. Before they get older and figure out that he's no fucking good and want to run away from home. Okay, bitch? That's what you need to do, is worry about your own business. Stop worrying about his business, her business, its business. You call on people, so when other people call on them, mind your business. let him fight it out with the person that supposedly called on him. How about that, bitch? Shit. He comes in your life and shits all over it, and then he wants to come back and act like he ain't done nothing wrong. Me and Abe is fine, but I'm not going up there with Katie and Isaac. That's their fight, and they're both the same people with that fight they were talking about. Because he said, you should have called on somebody's kids. Why she should have said is, you do it, so why isn't it okay if I did it? But that's not what she said. She said, you got proof? You see what I'm saying? She should have said, why is it good for you and not for me? But she didn't say that either. Because on YouTube he can. Because of the privacy laws on YouTube, on this platform. They were designed for this. But in the real world, he'd never get away with what he's doing. Never. Because you heard the cop come to my door say, is it on Facebook or YouTube? I said, no, it's on my real phone. She said, well, then I can press charges. If they call your real phone and harass you, I could do something. But not on YouTube and not on Facebook. So there you go. This cop said it right at my door. And that's what he utilizes. He uses fake numbers so they don't trace back to him. If he was about changing something and really going after somebody, why does he use a fake number? If he believed in what he said and he was really truly trying to help people, why would everything he do is fake, or he has other people do it for him and there's no traceable evidence going back to him? I'll tell you why. Because he don't give a shit. That's why. But people are going to get smart. And people are starting to figure out. And if his crew is that stupid, they believe everything that comes out of his mouth, well, then he can't complain that Katie's crew believes everything that comes out of her mouth. Because that's what your community's supposed to be about. They're supposed to believe what comes out of your mouth, right? I don't want mine to believe what comes out of my mouth. I want them to do the work. Watch. See what I'm talking about and see if I'm telling the truth. That's all. I'm not trying to make them believe in my values or my views. They can see it for themselves. They don't have to believe like me. We're all our own individual people here. There's some people as mods that don't like each other, but you'll never know about it. You'll never know about it. They just don't like each other, but they don't curse each other out. They call each other's bank. See how many times they bounce the check. They don't call the school to see if you're late coming in. Because if you don't like something, why are you trying to fix it? And said why? Asked why he said that about Pops. You don't care. But see, that wasn't my fight though, Lady DSC. It's not about what he said about my father. It's what he's still continuing to do that pisses me off. He does it about everybody. My daddy's no different. And he still didn't answer it. He has no proof of anything. As long as I do what Mike says, then Isaac was fine with me. As soon as I don't agree with Michael, who pays his bills, then I was a piece of shit and a pedophile. There's the proof right there.
With new favorites like our fresh-baked chicken pot pie, filled with chicken and vegetables. Come on home to Cracker Barrel.
Exactly.
Curbside delivery.
It was a vicious, vicious beating. She would do anything she could to get one.
Because he believes what comes out of his mouth. He believes what comes out of his mouth. It's not my fight. That's not what I wanted someone to say. We have never gone after any of his people. We have never called their jobs, their kids' schools. Even though we hate him and we don't like the people that follow him because they believe him, we're still not going to attack them for their views of liking a narcissist. We're just not going to deal with those kind of people. Just that simple. With the have proof. I was just saying it because it walks like a duck, talks like a duck. It must be a duck. Yeah, clock, clock, clock. Quack, 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 bitch. You didn't have no proof. You had no proof of nothing. Ha, nothing. You lying bitch. Because when I was with Michael, you never said it one time. When you run out of things to say about me, you come up with new things to say about my family members. Shut up. You're a liar. You're a liar. But you trying to sue the state for saying you did something. Like you did it. You did the same thing to my family. It's defamation of character. But because it's on YouTube, it doesn't matter, right? Right. Whatever. Walks like a duck. If that's the case, quack, quack, you and Michael, bitch. Huh. They like underage kids. Quack, quack. Bitch. I'm just saying. I know. I can't wait, Pitbull. I can't wait to see it.
Afraid there might be an intruder in the apartment.
So I can't do anything for Christmas for my people and put up the proof. But he can bullshit people and make these supposed Amazon gift accounts and everything else that he doesn't even pay for. And only people that prosper is his children. That should tell you that he's only about himself. He didn't get a job and make the money to give his kids big Christmases. Other people paid for it and he took credit, like he's still doing today. Other people do things and he gets the credit for it. The big boy syndrome. Well, I'll tell you what. You jiggle my balls in your mouth and you might be half the man that I've had to be all my life. He's a funny character. That was the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
At first glance, it appeared that the murder might have been.
Yeah, it was the stupidest shit I've ever seen.
Blood smear on the sliding patio doors.
But on closer inspection.
Yep, they sure do. Absolutely, Marky Mark. You're right about that one.
Door has been opened.
I told you guys a long time ago, AGP told me, he said, Tina, these are the biggest suckers I've ever met. They believe anything you tell them. Why do you think Michael kept a rein on his daddy? Because his daddy would have kept going, they would have lost their channel years ago. Because his daddy was always asking for something. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Garbage. Exactly. I'm glad you agree to that.
The Toronto police ushered Kilpatrick Knowles into an interrogation. He told them that after making
I just do this channel and a mod for Joey. Yep. Joey, yep. Joey Redneck. Exactly. Nobody wants to hear me. I've been saying this for how long and people keep saying she don't know what she's talking about. What are you, an idiot? Well, Isaac's gimmick is this year to make money off of back supporters on Kids Can Have a Christmas this year. I know, right? But I was ripping off people. But I did the videos giving the presents away. But I was ripping off people. And I put in my own money. Shit. He uses Mike's money to make himself look good. And even Mike, when he does videos with you, it's only because he gave you something and he wants to make the money back. I know exactly how it operates. If you don't want to believe me, ask him. Don't come in here with your bullshit. Suck Albert's dick, dicky dick. Yep, yeah, sure. Is that what you want to do? You nasty bitch. Bye. This ain't California. This is South Kakalaki. You can't do that here. No, grown folks can't have sex with little kids here. Nice try. Call somebody who gives a shit. My son's playing football in a football game, stupid bitch. Sending him every document. Also, last landlord. Yep, absolutely. I'll talk to him too. Tina, you keep shitting in my yard, so witchcraft box on your step. Well, see, everybody knows I know the Lord Almighty brought me into this world too. So that thing's gonna blow up. You might want to come get it back. Yeah, I know who my God is, and it ain't Isaac Guest. Sorry, wrong station. You'll never make me believe that bullshit. And if she doesn't give her people what she's supposed to give them, and they're giving her money, then that's up to her people to figure it out. Isaac doesn't have his own yard, so he shits in everybody's yard. Now the guy's a drug dealer because you owe him rent. And what does that make you? You're living on his property. You're living on a slumlord property, a drug dealer's property with your children. What does that say about your character? You'll live anywhere with your kids. Is that what you're saying? Because that's what I would think if you told me
In another
you hold money and your landlord's a drug dealer. I'd say, well, then why the hell were you living there with your kids? You're taking a risk of getting your kids hurt. But you don't care, right? Because it's cheap rent. That's what I would say. But they're over there going, yeah, he is. Because Isaac said he is. Even though Isaac goes for $2,000, he's a drug dealer.
the death of Dennis Ford.
Well, he was a drug dealer and you knew about it, trust me. He wouldn't be taking you to court for money owed. You stupid ass. Supposed to mow the lawn, he never heard of that before. Oh my gosh. This big fat bitch thinks he's supposed to get it all when he gets Section 8, doesn't he? He's supposed to get it all. Chapter 11-44441, section code, penal code. Bitch, shut the hell up. You don't know shit what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. If it's in your lease that the lawn will be mowed by the owner, then that's one thing. But if you got your fat ass in that house, get yourself out there and mow your own damn grass. You said you were renting to own. Why would you rent to own from a drug dealer? Knowing that the property could be confiscated if he ever got arrested for selling narcotics of any sort. Why would you rent to own from a drug dealer? I would ask that question. Why not? I mean, just me. With a few landlords, checkmate, bitch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait. When Rashad showed up to court with Isaac, a few landlords checked. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. But he's a drug dealer, but you're going to rent from one, knowing that property could be confiscated if he ever got arrested. That tells you really don't care about your children where you put them. That's what I would think as somebody looking at your channel and you talking. But hey, let them believe what they want them. Yeah, I never rented to felons, Sonny said. Exactly. You got a chance of a lifetime because he didn't check your record. But like I said before, and I'll say it again, the only thing you and your mama have common is your police records. So we know where you get it from. That's what I'm talking about. Still has to pay the rent. Absolutely. He said the landlord was poor and had no money, but said not too long ago that the landlord put addition on the house and added it to it. Oh, look at there. He always, you're no good once he gets done using you. Don't you notice that even on YouTube he does the same pattern? When he's done using people, they become pedophiles, drug addicts, washed up news, and poor trash. But let's think, you live off the city. You live off the state. So who's poor trash here, fat boy? Let's look at your Social Security card number and see how much credit you got. Because I say, credit, debit. You think a crackhead's going to pay you back, forget it. That's right. He loved the landlord when he first moved in. Yes, sir. He put new island in. He put new tiles in. He did this. He did that. And as soon as he don't have nothing on the man because he don't want to pay rent. Well, he didn't paint the house, Your Honor. He didn't fix the plumbing. Well, first of all, he didn't know an elephant was going to be taking a shit with regular pipes. You should have told him how fat your shit is. He would have had to fix it appropriately. There are documents, I know, right? Ooh-wee. Someone posted that the value of the house is like $23,000. Oh shit, that ain't nothing. What the hell? Ours is worth more than that. Ask Kara. Ours is worth more than that. Everybody's a drug dealer to him. Ask him about his drug dealing, about his selling drugs. Ask for a co-signer.
Is where dinner time sometimes means showtime.
He always brings up Mike's name. So can't Mike talk for himself? Isn't Mike his own man? So why didn't Mike come up there yesterday and speak for his own self? And you think because Mike don't know her that that's a big thing? Mike doesn't fuck around with nobody on YouTube hardly. He used Drama Alert back in the day to go after people And that was a better way to do it than what he did with you. Because you're a risk. You're a liability. Drama Alert wasn't. That's how they used to go after people that didn't agree with their channel. Bitch, get it right. Hell, my car is worth more than his home. My voice is worth more than his home. How about that? They can say whatever they want to about me, but I'm right and they're wrong. So it doesn't matter. And not because I'm listening to it, because I have been in it. I've been in this bullshit for years with him. You should have references. I would not rent to anybody. I didn't have references. I mean, he got thrown out of the last house he lived in, remember? He got thrown out of the last house he lived in. This man has lived in that state his entire life and lived in more houses. We're not even from South Carolina and never lived in that many houses. That tells you a person that moves around is not stable because they don't pay their bills. I would never let someone like that move in my property. My father didn't need a cosigner when he put his trailer in here. So you better get your facts straight.
For a fresh taste. And the most delicious part, it's only 73 calories. Kettle One Botanical. Real botanical.
They do here, and you have to pay your first and your last before they even rent to you here, depending on your credit score. Exactly. I never went to anyone I don't do a background check on. There you go. And that's the way it should be. Because at the end of the day, that's your property. And if you get somebody in there that doesn't give a shit, they'll tear it all up and it's going to cost you more money. But guess what? It's still the man's property and you're still getting the hell out. So it doesn't matter what you say about him. You're still getting out. And if he knew all these things about the man, why is he saying it on YouTube? Because he can't get him for defamation of character on YouTube. But if he said it in Pennsylvania, on the streets, to where that man couldn't rent to nobody because of what he said, it would be a whole different ball game for Isaac. That's why he's on YouTube saying that shit about that man. Hey, me too, be happy. Me too. Absolutely. That's why he says it on YouTube, because he's safe that way. Yep. Because of the platform and how it's set up. Just like he did win against the Chinese restaurant that time. He's not as smart as he thinks he is. I don't know why people give him credit. It's not that he's smart at all. It's because he's shiesty, and the people that follow him are just as shiesty as him. He don't want people to follow him that are going to question him. You're not allowed to question him. Because what he says is the gospel. No, it's not. He don't want you questioning him because you're going to make him look stupid like he is. Yep. Takes time to get used to places. Not matter a new house 24 hours a day. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Different school district. I mean, everything's different. Brandon comes out of nowhere. Hello. How are you? Chip, chip, chibio. My husband's friend just got evicted, so the eviction protection is over. Isaac will be evicted. Of course it is. Of course it is. And then he just tried to defame the man on YouTube. If you feel cold-heartedly about this, then you have a lawyer. Why wouldn't you tell your lawyer that you got proof that this man is a drug dealer? Because he'd be selling some big shit if he was selling drugs out of properties he owned. He'd be a kingpin. So why don't you tell it on the streets of PA? Because people on YouTube don't give a shit. What do I care how he makes his money? It ain't my business. I'm not giving my money to him. But what does that make you giving your money to a drug dealer? And that's what you guys got to keep saying to yourself. Wait a minute. He does this every time something happens. The people are no good. He was not in the wrong. They did this. They did that. Well, what about your wife getting arrested, running around the tree, and the cops are chasing her? I guess that didn't happen either. And her getting on YouTube saying that people believe everything that comes out of your mouth. And she was crying, basically, trying to take her credibility and let people know that you're a shiesty, narcissist, abusive man. And everybody sat there and listened to that same thing. So what is you talking about? She has been on YouTube. And so haven't you. You fail as a mother. You fail as a wife. Well, what is a wife supposed to do? A husband's supposed to provide for their family. Get off their ass and go to work every day. You're supposed to be the leader of your family.
But if the police had been expecting Ashley,
You treat your family like they're a pack of wolves.
they were about
They gotta provide for themselves. Or you get it from other people and they pay for your kids and you talk about the great life you gave your kids. But it wasn't even your money that paid for all that shit. It was Mike's. Or somebody else's for that matter. Shut up. I know his wife brags about that. $700 on DoorDash. But you can't pay rent. And you could go without a meal or two. And I know I could too. But you're never going to see me spend $700 on DoorDash.
Are you saying this?
South Carolina don't play games with people like Isaac. That's why he won't live here. No.
In that case,
We're Republicans here. He won't come here. He'll stay with the Democrats so he can get all that free shit.
even as she was
You're bringing trouble to his house. He could have been got rid of you, bro.
entirely innocent in the murder.
It feels good, I guess, in the way that she, obviously, I blame her for something she didn't do.
In the next interrogation room, Nikki had
Yeah.
luggage.
His situation hasn't changed. If anything, it's gotten better. He's making more money. I've seen it coming in. You guys have too. Read Brandon's last comment. Okay. Mom is not here tonight, Tina. On the panel? I don't know. I gotta see if I got some ice first, because my voice always goes when I panel.
The police released Nikki.
My son's playing this football game. I'm waiting to hear how they're doing. Mom's not here.
But
My daddy's here.
Ashley in jail.
That's why it is what it is. He's not trying to help, though. What he does is try to help himself to other people's stuff that they build.
A regular visit.
Other people build their channels and build their subscribers and build their platforms and their support, and he takes it from them and builds his up with it and adds to his demise. That's not helping somebody. That's helping yourself to something else that somebody else built, bitch. Isn't that what I was supposedly doing? Mike built this platform for Grandpa's show, and I was trying to get over on him. Get the fuck out of here. All I wanted was some peace and quiet and some damn respect, and that didn't cost nobody nothing. Look how much it's cost him now. Look at his views. They suck cock.
Even more interesting to the police,
I'm just saying.
journals revealed Ashley's hatred for Dennis.
You got to give credit where credit is due. You got to respect the people that's been with you when you didn't have nothing. And you gotta learn how to act when you have something, because if you don't, you won't have it very long.
All that revealed the extent
It is what it is, I'm just saying.
confirmed that he had died after being struck repeatedly in the head with the axe found at the scene.
Father said that he was hit 6 times in the back of his head.
Then, police got more damning evidence against Ashley. The 2 different co-workers came forward with the same startling information.
Everything he buys, everything he eats, everything. If it's not, after he eats it, it's no good. The company's no good. They give people worms in their food. He's always trying to take somebody down. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Your house brought you together. Like,
He acts like it's not fit for a king. He's not a king. He's not a king at all. How could he be the king of your castle when you don't do it? Eviction protection ended here. Yep. Bye. Because Larry's was struck. Yep.
That's what makes super.
Simply all. Simply all. No thickener. What's a thickener? I'm not sure. That is not in my. Simply all.
I can't see any comments or nothing, man. I mean, I don't understand this damn thing. It goes by slow. Unless you got a fucking hole in the middle of the house, you should not be allowed to withhold rent. And if you do withhold rent, you got to have a account separate from your household account with it in there when you go to court to show them the reason why you held rent was because this and this and this, but you have the rent for them. And if they would have fixed this and this and this, and then you have to turn over the rent. But it doesn't matter. That man ain't going to want him living in his property, period, now. And that's why Isaac does what he does. And the lawyer he has is against CPS. It ain't got nothing to do with his rent.
She wanted a roommate who would help with the movie, but she wanted someone who loves cats. So we got Chris Waldo.
Yeah, exactly. Escrow. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, Gene, it's really easy.
Visit Geico.com and see how easy saving on renter's insurance can be.
At Fisher Investments, we do things differently than other money managers do in your standard pride.
Because our way works great for us.
But not for your clients. That's why we're fiduciary, obligated to put clients first.
So what do you go by? Cookie cutter portfolios.
No. We tell our portfolios for our clients' needs.
But you can sell investments at really high conditions, right?
We don't have those.
So what's in it for you?
Our fees are structured so we do better and our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
You know what beats next day shipping? Getting it the same day. So shopping small line, you get free in-store or curbside pickup right in your neighborhood. Or get what you need delivered the very same day you order.
Yeah, and he also should have asked the city for a permit to see if it can hold a hot water on that wood back there with your big ass in it. And all the damage you did to the wood underneath. You have to have a permit for that. But don't worry, he never buys industrial anything. That's why it doesn't hold up and falls apart. And then he blames the next person. What about the hole you put in the wall? Don't you remember punching the hole in the wall? Or what about your wife painting the wall without permission? Yeah, whatever, man. I said what I need to say. That was a bullshit thing, and that's all there is to it. And I don't need 10,000 people to tell them that. I'm good if only 5 people believed it. That means more than I wasn't crazy to see the same bullshit. If you had a solid case about him, you wouldn't even been having a conversation anyways.
A young family's homesteading dreams are very much a solved problem. We want to set up a sustainable homestead, make a good house on our water.
To aid in securing the fence for the goat pen, Misty relies on another Hawaiian native, her husband, Micaiah.
So, the whole thing kind of thing is salt on the rock, and as soon as you go down to dig anything, T-post anything, it's going to be problematic. So, we poured some rebar, and that's it.
This is a big old 2-foot bit, so we can get a lot of depth out into the blue rock.
Yeah.
I think that's it, rigid enough for me to go.
Micaiah's here, helping me build, which at this opinion, I give you all the help I can get. This is the moment of truth, because you need us to sound it super tight. Okay, I'm trying to get you excited. So you gotta drive this thing a foot down. You want a bigger part?
Yeah, I think we want to
Okay. We're gonna try and fill that.
Oh, yeah, that's longer.
And if you tie the two together, and now you're actually tying into that bedrock, which is pretty sturdy. You gotta put an anchor in solid rock that's friction thick, and that's our rope. We'll get them all in, roll the fencing out, tie them all together, and pull the trailer down.
At the mobile shelter, Marty begins construction on the cover.
Hey, Brian, what's going on with you, buddy? I guess it's one way of getting Out of crap you don't need anymore. Getting rid of crap you don't need anymore.
rain catcher. But what's gonna
I guess.
there's nothing out except massive
Wouldn't you want to wouldn't you want to teach your children though? You get out of life what you put into life. If you don't put nothing into life, you get nothing out of it.
When I bury that tip of that bar that deep, I know that I have a good step. I'm gonna plug right through there and cut that knock out. 3 cuts. In, one cut. It recedes the 4-inch stock. Bad news is I need 4 more on my way.
See, Brandon doesn't know everything I'm doing. But at least he's smart enough to know that it's not going to affect him.
Structurally sound pad to place a very heavy tree.
Mods are not here because you want to use them to pay your bills. You got them in here to protect your chat from bullshit. That's all there is to it. And you must not really feel special in your life if you got to go to a person like his channel over there and give him all your income that you worked for that week to feel like you got friends. If I need friends like him, I'd shoot my own damn self. He badmouths everybody when he can't get his way. Yeah. Like I said, he believes in everything that comes out of his mouth. I feel sorry for that little kid Lance that sends all his money. That's a little kid sending money, Ghost? Really? Well, where's his parents at? Don't you have to be 18 to have an account? Wow.
Matt and Katie plant new vegetation to resuscitate the homestead's barren landscape.
There's a ton of crack surface there for all the roots to grow on around. You can grow on this long after you can break it up and get soil. That's your first big plus. But how do you put soil inside that whole lava? Key. The first layer is that cardboard layer that's going to make sure that our soil is just flush.
Prayers for you, Norma Jean.
Then on top of that,
CT on my head. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
it's going to break down. And
Absolutely.
more soil time. Then on top, we put this really awesome hole so we don't get a neck up.
When you're in there, though, make sure they check to see if any of my screaming has caused any effect on your head, okay?
Started the homestead, I was pregnant, and so it wasn't really that involved in a lot of the projects, but this is exciting to finally, kind of touch into that.
Your cow tree is awesome. Very cool.
1 week ago, the Daniels land was a deserted lava pit. Now, a fledgling cacao orchard marks the start of a lucrative cash crop and the genesis of the homestead's rebirth. All $500.
Tell me I do all the repairs on my house and my landlord takes it off my rent. There you go. And if he was renting to own, then he would be paying for the repairs. See, Section 8 people do that, though. They move in these properties, and then they start messing with the landlords. That's how they do it. I'm scared of what they could find. They ain't gonna find nothing, baby. Nothing but hugs and prayers.
Is your wife coming around? Is there a whole notion of rebuilding on this very footprint that took away everything else?
Absolutely. I think this would be difficult helpful with that too. Kind of pushes her outside of her comfort zone into that learning zone, showing her that she can do things. I think it's just in her nature to kind of have her guard up. But seeing her open up.
I'm taking an RV, so ready to start over. I'm buying an RV. All right, there you go, Miss Lola. There you go. Yep. It's not where you live, it's how you live, as far as I'm concerned.
tragic as losing your home has been for us, it's definitely.
And as long as I'm happy, my son's happy, my dog's happy, my daddy's happy, we good. He's poor and making excuses. First about repairs, now he's saying he doesn't have to pay because the seal says he doesn't have to. Oh, please. CDC my ass. That's bullshit. You ain't lost no money from YouTube, bro. You didn't lose no money from disability. You even got a stimulus check from disability for all your kids. So you ain't lost nothing. But this man's supposed to lose all the way around? He's supposed to pay the land taxes for the repairs, and you don't have to pay nothing? Get out of here. He's the only one that lost. Yes. That's crazy.
Dream. Not even. Well.
I want to make it absolutely clear. Rioting is not protesting. Looting.
Yeah, the CDC doesn't work like FEMA.
Plain and simple. Those who do it should be prosecuted. Fires are burning and we have a president who fans the flames.
Just like it's okay to protest, but it's not okay to burn people's businesses down. Then he says that he paid unpaid taxes and he owns the house now. What the hell?
Violence will not bring change. It will only bring destruction.
There you go, Miss Lola. That's right. Baby girl and yourself.
My language would be less divisive. I've been looking to lower the temperatures. Come not raise them.
Isaac's account is suspended.
Still fear in America.
Yep. He don't even have a driver's license. That's suspended too.
This is not who we are. I believe we've got it by the word.
That dude Bowser's putting out good videos. He sure is. He absolutely is. I ain't gonna lie. Yep. Well, he would know. He was part of them, so he knows what they do behind the scenes. We are struggling during this time, and Isaac is fucked up for hurting this landlord. Not cool, man. Absolutely. They have a right to get their money. You don't have a right. This is a national, this is a countries-wide pandemic, not just Isaac's pandemic. How could you catch something when you don't leave your house? It's like you go on people's property and then he takes ownership of it. Like he gets squatter rights everywhere he goes. I will. That's not right. Everybody has a right to make a living. That's why I don't care if you get mad when I ask my community to help me. You took my livelihood, so fuck it. What do you want me to do, bro? And I ain't got no leg to stand on. That's what I'm talking about. And you made sure to do it. He's not standing on a solid foundation. It's going to crumble beneath him. Trust me. Just saying. You have to contribute to your foundations in order for them to stand ground. You have to feed a plant so it keeps being nurtured and prospering for you. I mean, you can't just leave it out there and say, somebody else will come by and water it, and I will just go out there and pick the tomatoes off of it. Who the hell do you think you are? You got to put in the work.
What we really need to focus on is don't Papa die. Okay?
Get ready. Our most popular battery is now with more power.
I'm going to smoke me another cigarette, get off here, cook me some dinner, and then we'll do a panel later. But this is just, I had to say something. I mean, if you put it on YouTube and it stays there, and I have a right to listen to it and give my opinion. And my opinion is, you got the sorriest people I've ever seen in my life. And you better keep them. That's why you can't pull my people. Because my people ain't stupid. I'm telling you they're not. That stream is dumb. That stream that Abe and them did is dumb. I didn't see nothing good come out of that stream. That was the stupidest shit I've seen in a long time.
Businesses are always making Here's a choice you don't have to make.
Worry about what you got going on with your children. Don't worry about somebody else. I can see it be different though if you got mad at another community for doing something that you've never done to people. But you can't get mad at somebody for doing the same thing you've done. You cannot be a role model, bitch. You had fun, I bet you did. I bet you did. It didn't look like fun to me. It looked like bullshit. But hey, everybody else's opinions differently. It sure was. Hip hop, a hippin', don't stop a rockin' to the bang bang boogie to beat. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You should worry about, I worry about people that worry about me. I'm not going to worry about people that have nothing to do with me. Dang. He's not smart. People need to stop giving him credit that way. He's not smart. He's dumb as shit. He would at least be a little bit more discreet about his lies. I know, me too, be happy. Me too. Because he told people to call my son's school, call my son's coach, call CPS. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Lisa Marie. I agree, be happy. There you go. Hamburger, extra Velveeta, onion, garlic, cloves, and peas. I don't know, Miss Kitty, but just like we found out that Angela girl is Kara, that's making all that shit up on Albert and wants to have sex with him and stuff. That's Kara's account. She stole that girl's account and she's been using it to troll me and Albert. Yep. They're just nasty people. Is there a lot of problems in my unit, but I always went on time. I would never ever hurt my family. Yeah, you're right, be happy, and that's the way it's a pit bull, that's the way it's supposed to be. As a woman, not as a man. Absolutely. Yep. You can't tell someone else to man up if you've never done it yourself. You can't tell somebody else to get a job if you've never done it yourself. You can't tell somebody else not to call on somebody when you've done it yourself. Point taken. I've done my job today. I've been helping my neighbor. That's awesome, Lisa Marie. That's good.
Animal life on the Daniels homestead was unimaginable because in an emergency they had no means of escape. Now, 4 goats live in a mobile stable that can be easily transported when danger approaches, all 900 blocks.
Real men know how to fix things. Just fix it and pay your own rent. Be a man of your home. Huh. You gotta get off the internet acting like a bitch all the time. Shit, I've had to be the man of my home all my life. So, it is what it is.
At the mobile shelter, Marty puts the finishing touches on the outhouse, an essential build.
But she's not going after him. That's what you guys fail to understand. I'm probably just gonna have whatever I see in there, to be honest with you. Probably some macaroni and cheese, I don't know. She's not going after him because there would be no conversation. If you had all this support and all this money for a lawyer, there would be no conversation. None. None needed. You don't tell your left hand what your right hand's doing. You don't tell your right hand what your left hand's doing. I've learned it the hard way. I have done it too many times.
What does this mean to you?
She's not going after Isaac, because if she was, she would never even talk to him. Because she said she had a lawyer that was going to handle this. That's a lie.
Now it has 700 square feet of mobile shelter, an outhouse with a flushing toilet, and the young family can resettle in their slice of Hawaiian.
There would be no conversation. Well, then she's like, well, I thought she did an interview. He said, well, then do your research. He made her look stupid, bro. But in the meantime, people like me know that she didn't look stupid. They both did.
I don't know what's happening either.
He's going after her, yes. Yeah. And you know what's gonna happen though? At the end of this, he used to go after Savage too, and him and Savage are cool now. They're buddies. They're all gonna be rocking with each other. Cause I call it phony baloney. What she could do to make him stop, and he was still talking her channel regardless, but that is, she apologized, would stop with everything else. Well, then that's a lie then. She's an asshole. Because she said she made $1,000 the other day live from one of his, Nikki's family members to take him out. So I call bullshit. It's just going to end just like that? You're going to let him scare you into submission? And you're just going to stop fighting back and making him be accountable for the things that he's done to people? Oh my gosh, that's the biggest bullshit I've ever seen in my life. Yep, they sure do. I don't even have a big channel. And I'm still not going to stop until he's gone. And I'm still going to bring it to people's ears if they don't want to hear it or not. What he's doing is wrong. He does not have the right to tell people what they can do, how they can do it, who they can call, who they can't call. So I call bullshit. What she can do to make him stop, and she's apologized. Apologized? I thought she had all this support and money to take him down with a lawyer. You see what I'm talking about, you guys? The biggest bullshit I ever heard is on YouTube. Apologize for what? She didn't do anything to him. She didn't do anything to affect his children. So why does she have to apologize for something that she felt towards somebody else that has nothing to do with him? Man, they can eat my pork chops and applesauce. I don't give a shit. I ain't apologizing to nobody. Hell no. What Savage is wanting to be a kid behind the camera video is just to piss you off, Tina. Exactly. I don't care. I don't care. The names that she called him and his daddy and his girlfriend, I could care less, bro. Huh. I could care less. That's not going to hurt my feelings. It's going to make him look even stupider to his community. I would never hurt my landlord for this right now. How shady. Exactly. He don't care, though. He'll hurt anybody. He don't give a shit. As long as he's happy and laughing at somebody's demise, or he just misunderstood, right? He just misunderstood. I don't apologize to that big bitch for nothing. Nothing. What can I do to make you happy? I don't care if you are happy. It's not my place to make you happy. You can feel crappy. Your hair could be nappy. I don't give a damn. I ain't apologizing to shit. Even when he's wrong, he's never apologized to nobody. How many times he sat there talking about Albert should be playing with himself at 13 instead of hanging with his mommy and all that nasty shit he said? You crazier than hell. Hell no, she can't. People can't stand her, bro. They can't stand her. Hey, y'all, it's Go. I's back. Get out of here. You sound stupid. Use another one. Talking about all this great shit. At least I got a home. I own my home the whole time it's in foreclosure. See, them are the type of people she is, and I don't give a shit. Go tell I said it. I'll tell her I said it. I don't give a damn. Did she forget that he called her son? And said her son wanted her to start making dinner and getting off with YouTube and all that shit? I guess Savage, you forgot that he did that to your family, called your husband's work and everything. But see, because she knew what he can do, she actually is using him as her bitch. Because he'll go after people for a few dollars. And she knows what he can do because he's done it to her. So she is kind of smart in that sense, but not really, because it's not your choice in life what people say and do. You have made fake shit up on people for years. All of you have. Including you, Scabbage. So pick the pus and let it dry. Air dry, bitch. I don't give a damn. That was some real good entertainment there. A bunch of local dummies. I don't know about y'all, but if I was you hurt my merchandise and you try to take my money from me and this is my livelihood, I'm gonna fight as hard as I can. Listen, he didn't take half as much from me as he's done other people, but he's not gonna take my integrity, my empathy, and my character. That's never gonna happen again. I had a husband that did that. I'm not gonna let this other one rain on my parade because I'm happy, so very happy. Just like is it his place to call where I live and try to throw me out? What does he care? He don't live here. Yeah, she didn't know the history behind his community, and she should have done it though. She should have watched the back videos. There's a reason why they're there. When you go against him, you gotta be prepared. Because he has done this for so long. His mother did it when he was a little boy. That's how she made it through life. This is what they do for a living. They distract people, they con people, and they take from other people who work their ass off. Babysitting was never easy. But I have babysitted I can say the majority of the last 20 years I've lived in here. And he made sure that I would never do that again. Not because he had any factual proof that I've done something to a little kid, but because he wanted to make sure he took that money out of my mouth. But now that he's done that, what is he doing with the money he took out of my mouth? What is he doing with it? Eating it? Well, my mother always said, feed the needy. Don't look out for the greedy. I'm just saying. I did what my mother told me to do. I think with my heart, I don't think with my head. But when it comes to him, I wish he was dead. So it was said. This man has hurt people. This man has done some atrocious shit to people. Wants people to kill themselves. Selective suicide, he calls it. And you tell me you want to apologize? Oh my gosh. That means he got what he wanted. So at the end of this, he wins. He wanted my channels. He didn't win. So, hey. I'm just saying. Yep. You're right. Evil. Evil. Winner, chicken dinner. And I thought you would fight harder than that. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought for sure she was going to fight harder than that. You crazy as hell. Exactly. And I will not give in. I will not say I'm sorry. I'm not sorry for anything I've done. No, ma'am. If I was, I wouldn't have done it. While since you know you didn't do a job for him, you got to give back that money. Just like he does too. He should have to give back money when he said he's going to take people out. Take their channel, take their livelihood, make them sleep outside homeless. Now somebody's doing it to him because he didn't pay his rent. Now you can't do that to him because he got 4 children. Get out of here. He likes to see people miserable. He's a fucking idiot. And the people that follow him are fucking idiots too. That's crazy. You ain't lying. She fed right into him. She must have been having a few drinks last night. Because there ain't no way I'm apologizing. What do you have to apologize for? Standing up for yourself? That's not against the law. What he does is against the law. Hiring people to make fake screenshots. He posted your last comment on Twitter about him being smart, I guess. Isn't that what it was? BSC said he was smart. Yeah. He's so sharp. You could use it into him at any time to write a note. Yeah, right. Get out of here. He's dumb as hell. She was drinking. Oh, there you go. The alcohol made her do it. Exactly. Stop thinking about what other people are doing to other people's kids. Worry about your own kids. Worry about your own children. Worry about somebody else's kids for them.
Basically, our plan is to build this 4x8-ish structure, get it very well insulated, and we have pretty much every predator.
Outlaws don't normally wave the white flag. Oh, wow. I know he was an outlaw. I mean, he is an outcast, yeah. That's insane. He has had 12 places of residency since 2007. Wow. 12. That's how he knows how to get people kicked out of their properties, because they do it to him. But the thing about it is, people like their money, honey. And if you've been paying your rent, people ain't gonna try to get rid of you because of he say, she say shit. Not real people. That's crazy. Why was the rabbit hidden? Just asking. I don't know. I didn't know the rabbit was hidden. Yeah, he did. He did post to yours, Lady BSC. I got it. Yep. He did. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. I think you're dumb as a bag of rocks. I think you're a fat bitch, and I think you're a no good son of a bitch. And I don't think anybody should ever apologize to you. You should apologize to your children for letting them down. Most importantly, you are not a good role model for your own children. So I know you could be a role model for anybody else's. So take that platform and shove it up your ass. That's right, Pitbull. You ain't nobody's bitch. That's right. Mm-hmm. And if he had all these repairs to do, well, why isn't he at least getting off of YouTube and trying to find someone else to do them? If he don't want to do them himself. He don't mind finding people to go after people's children and people's jobs and people's all kinds of stuff. He can find that. So he can't find someone to fix a toilet or what? Put some sheetrock up and do a hole? He can find people to do illegal shit, but he can't find people to do legal shit to make it more comfortable for him and his children to stay in. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. I love Braden. How's Braden doing? I was playing a football game today. I was so happy to give Albert that clip from Braden yesterday. And now I know, Miss Kitty, that it was Robert and fat ass Kara's the one that was saying them nasty things about your grandson. I got the proof. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. They went to my supporters because Robert knows that's what pisses me off the most, him and Kara. And told my supporters that I was making jokes on them. They making the fake screenshots. Said I was using them for money. Said I just used them. And some of my supporters believed them. But that's okay, because true supporters wouldn't believe bullshit like that. That's right, you're alright, Rabbit. Full supporters wouldn't believe that shit. That's not my cup of tea. I've always tried to give back. Always. Yeah, he's a legit squatter, absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. They are very sad people, Miss Kitty. They are. Let's face it, they are. I would be embarrassed as a single mother, because I know how hard my mother had it as a single mother. He's a squatter and a woman. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, he is. I would be embarrassed as a single mother if I had to go on here every day and do bad, evil shit to people so that somebody would take care of my child that I brought into this world. I would be so embarrassed I would take my own life, because you should never let your children down. Never let your children down. They should always come first. No man, no woman, nobody comes before my child. Nobody. People used to laugh at me because I used to walk down the street with Albert when he was a little boy with a lawnmower and mow at least 13, 14 grasses a day in here. And I did it on a weekly basis. And then I'd go over to the pool and I'd run the pool all night. Because I wanted my son to know that your mother loved you. And I'm going to provide for you and give you nice things so you won't be picked on. And this is what I need from you. I need respect from you. I need you to understand. You don't take from other people and not give back. Don't be like that in life. And he's taught his children to hold their hands open and think they're entitled because their daddy says so. And that's a shame. That's a shame. You're not entitled to shit. Exactly, Pitbull. My father showed all of his daughters. We all know how to do it. And to be such a great person and get your goddamn driver's license. You can't call about her driving drunk, which is illegal, because you drive on a suspension, just as illegal. You could kill somebody too, and so can she. That's what I'm saying. You can't fight fire with two people who are doing the same damn thing. That's why they bump heads. Look at all the lies he told on me. And then he tried to be my friend when I go back in the videos, and they tell more lies when the videos are over. People see it, bro. They're not stupid. They don't believe nothing he says about me anymore. That's why I'm not no good to him. Because they don't believe the lies he tells on me. In the beginning, they're like, well, maybe. Shit, we don't know that much about her. She is a loudmouth, ugly bitch. Maybe he's telling the truth. Okay, guess what he's proven? Nothing. Nothing. He didn't know effect took... What? Wait a minute. He didn't know effect took hour to start. He drove with his kids really high. Oh, look at there. See? Look at there. That's what I'm saying. That's the pot calling the kettle black there, don't you think? I would think so. He could have put up there the most racist thing Tina D's ever said. Well, let's talk about the most racist thing that you said. Bitch. You're worried about other people's lives and what comes out of their mouths. That's what's killing me. You know what's happening right now in my house, and my husband and I are still talking, taking care of our bills, etc., with no help from anyone. I know. I know. I'm going through it myself here, and I know it. I know it. I'm not living nowhere near comfortable as I used to. Nowhere near it because of all this. But guess what? I still have a roof over my head. I still have food in my stomach. I still have my family members. I still have you guys, and we still can laugh. And at the end of the day, the bills are paid. It doesn't matter, bro. Nobody can ever say they had to pay for my... Remember when he tried that bullshit with my son? Michael buys all Albert school clothes, and then Michael goes live and says, I said, Michael, when have you ever bought Albert school clothes? He said, never. You see what I'm saying? He tried to give Michael credit for taking care of my family because he takes care of his family. Mike never took care of my family. It was vice versa. I did it for his. You see how that backfired on him? He didn't like that. Yeah. He doesn't know how to fix anything, so he's going after the landlord over petty repairs. But you know why he's going after him for petty repairs? Because he doesn't have his rent money. That's why. He doesn't have his rent money. That's why he's coming up with that. He's trying to make an excuse why he didn't pay the rent. Yeah, Bedham can kiss my ass. I don't care who Bedham is, but they're a pain in my ass. Everything that comes out of anybody's mouth, Bedham is posting it everywhere. Well, post my ass print on your face. Okay? And when you got to talk about the things that you've done for others to make yourself sound better, you know you're a piece of shit. You know you're a piece of shit. All there is to it. I do what I say and say what I do. Just because I don't show you, I don't have to. That's where I learned the hard way. I don't have to show him shit, or nobody else for that matter. I've learned that. He spent his rent on food. Well, he shouldn't. He gets free food stamps, so, I mean, the CDC did look out for more food stamps for people with children and shit, so what does he want? He wants it all? So this man's supposed to go without nothing for his family, which that's why he rents out his properties, and he's not supposed to provide for his family, but as long as the fat bastard up there is happy, it's okay? I don't think so. I don't think so. Shit. I don't think so. I've always been the man in my situation. That's why I had to be a man and walk away from that abuse after 12 years. But I'm the only one that ever worked. I'm the only one that ever owned anything. And I'm the only one that ever paid anything. So I should have been the only one kicking ass. That's where you got life twisted, bitch boy. Yep, there you go. Be a man. My father's 85 years old and he still fixes whatever he needs to fix. Well, they fight over chargers. I open it up too, so back together. Ain't no one's bitch. That's right, Pitbull. Absolutely. We're gonna get some shirts to say we ain't nobody's bitch. That's gonna be on my Teespring. We are not no one's bitch. There you go. I like it. I love it. Put a lot in it. Yeah, filling Amazon wish list is his new job. Yeah, because he made everybody's dreams come true. One thing's for sure that he hates about me is you'll never see me apologize to him ever in this lifetime. Never in this lifetime. Or Michael. Never gonna happen, bro. I took accountability for what I said, and I apologized once to Michael, and he ran with it. So guess what? The apology's taken off the table. Because you're a con artist, too. You're a piece of shit, too. Yeah. Like he paid all that himself. Whatever. He didn't pay for none of that. No, that's why he never shows receipts. All his people pay for that shit and make him look good. That's all it is, bro. It makes him look like a big baller, shot caller. He came and changed his clothes for 2 years in a row. He came down here with the same shorts to whoop Charlie's ass. I don't care about Venom. Venom can kiss my ass. Post anything you want to, Venom. You work for a bully, so you're just like him. I will not throw no cloth ever in. You can ride that one out, and you can believe what I say. Because just importantly, I don't care what you say. Write that down. Tell them I'm a retard. I don't care what you say about me. Any person that follows somebody like that around and tries to make him look better by other people's flaws or what they say is a bitch. So have fun, brother. Have fun. He stroked ego on his tweet. Aww. Stroke his balls on his tweet too. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I've been made a fool one too many times on YouTube. I'm doing just fine. You can rest assured. I'm always on your mind. Talking to him about a chat and shit. Oh, whatever. I don't care. I don't care what he says. Nope. Nope. Asked him about something he said on live stream, and he said, I remember that stream. I was wearing a real shirt with a white hat on that stream. That cracked me up. He's stupid. Yeah, what about them dirty shorts you wore down here 2 years in a row, bitch? You're gonna come kick somebody's ass. You're not gonna stay at the door. You're calling the police, and they get in your car and ride away. That's real time, baby. That's real time. Because he clowned you. You like a fool. I would ask for a refund right then and there, Michael. He's not a badass. He's a sad ass. And he's made a real joke of you. Everything you built and all the time and effort you put in these videos with your daddy, he's killed it, Bo. Your best friend has killed your liability. How about that? Yep, he sure is. He is, and they are too. Absolutely. You got to be able to stay and do the things that you're doing every single day. You have to have people that are just like you. Because if you don't, then your community's not going to stay built. So you have to build your community with the faulty wiring and the faulty boards. And I'm telling you, bro, it's going to happen, though. Yeah, he calls the police in person. He's a bitch. I never called police on any of them. I've never had the police go to any one of these people's houses for picking on me or lied and said that they're beating their kids on live streams to get the police to go over there and check on them. Never. And nor will I ever. They ain't my cup of tea. They kicked Kat and Lexi out for lying about Frank's uncle. Really? That's funny. But when he needed it to use against Frank, he didn't mind doing it. You talk about my family members being pedos and perverts and all kinds of shit, and you ain't got no facts to prove it, you're dead to me, bro. You're dead to me, bro. You're dead to me. He's always going to be remembered as the fat bitch that couldn't do shit. That's all he's ever going to be remembered as. All right. I hope he likes his Marshall. Yep.
Bravery has a face, a name. Like Nancy.
Take it off. I can't.
Bravery has a family.
He loves it good.
In New York today, introduced the greatest providing healthcare.
Well, I figured that you read to him every night. That would be a better surprise for him if Marshall reads to him too. Oh, wow. Oh, so he can't kick nobody's ass for 2 years? Wow. I'll lift him up, pork lifter, use it to, yep. There you go. Absolutely, Pitbull. Shit, yeah. That's how I was. That's how I was until I got my leg cut off, and you know. But as soon as I get my bearings right, how to use this new leg, I'll be right out doing the same thing, helping people. Always have and always will. And help myself. Absolutely. Yep, I've already gotten up, washed the dishes, got everything ready, so I can sit and chill. Yep, I didn't have to wait for my husband or my wife to do the dishes, or my children. The guy started charging for using it for more than an hour. Wow. Be happy. One stream is usually more than 1 hour. Especially for me. Well, yeah, because, I mean, you're supposed to talk to your community. Don't talk at them. You got to go get high, eat some more, look on Twitter, you know, wait for his mods to give him some new information that somebody's talking shit, and then he'll come back out live. That's how he does it. I don't sit around and read people's chats and see what people are talking about. Then come live. I go live to talk shit myself. He tried to bully me, it didn't work. Now he's over there bullying other people. That's awesome. How much does it cost, you guys, to use that extension? What does it cost? See, but that's what him and Michael and them used to do with their platforms. If somebody pisses them off out here and wants them to get out or pay for damages, just like with AGP over here, he had $5,000 worth of damages. So they had the army call the office, like thousands of calls, calling them names, everything else. But guess what happened at the end of that? They still had to pay for the repairs. See, that's what I'm talking about. And I know that'd be factual. $1.99 a month. Okay. Oh, yeah, it will. Absolutely. Absolutely. I wouldn't be so sure that it isn't right now. He doesn't post that kind of stuff on YouTube. Yeah. Well, I'm going to eat, you guys, and I'll be back. And you guys go eat or smoke or whatever you got to do, but I'll be back. And I'll talk to you good people probably about an hour or so. But either way, I'll be back, you guys. Deuces.